Alright, point L84 undergoes dilation of the center at the origin and the scale factor greater than 1. Choose all the points that can be coordinates of the image point L prime. Okay, so we know that the point is at 8,4. The scale factor you multiply to each coordinate to end up with the image coordinate. So, typically, I'll just do this for the x coordinate. So we have 8 as our x coordinate. We'd multiply it by the scale factor. So s, that's going to equal the new image's coordinate. So this is what we do know. It says that the scale factor has to be greater than 1. Okay, well if I just put 1 in there, 8 times 1 is 8. So any of these that have a number less than 8 as the x coordinate is not meeting the scale factor than greater than 1. So that option's off and this option's off because the x coordinate here is 4 and the x coordinate here is 2, which is smaller than 1. Okay, so now we have our scale factor. We have another option. The easiest way here for us to do it is actually to do it backwards because they give us the ending coordinate. So 8 times the scale factor, we're going to see if that is going to equal 12. We're going to check to see if our scale factor is greater than 1. And it has to be the same for the y coordinate. So here we would divide by 8 on both sides. So 8 divided by 8 reduces down to 1. And the scale factor is 12/8, which can be reduced down to 3/2 because 4, I can rewrite 12 as 3 times 4, and I can rewrite 8 as 2 times 4. Sorry, it would be 3/2, not 3/4, which we reduce down this 4 divided by 4, which because it's a form of 1. So that's how I reduced it down to 3/2. So now we are just going to check and make sure that the y-coordinate scale factor is the same, because if it's not the same, then it's not okay. So the y-coordinate here is 4 times our scale factor has to equal, well here we are checking that it equals 6. So again, our whole goal is to check that the scale factor is the same over here on the y-coordinate and that it's greater than 1. And right now you might be questioning, well, is 3/2 greater than 1? You can jump over to the symbol lab calculator and type in 3/2, hit enter, and it'll tell you it's 1.5. Yep, it's greater than 1 by 1/2. So that's good. So let's just verify that this scale factor is the same. So you divide it by 4, divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 reduces down to 1. 6 divided by 4, well, I can rewrite 6 as 3 times 2. I can write 4 as 2 times 2. 2 divided by 2 is a form of 1, so that reduces down and leaves just 3/2. So the scale factor over here is 3/2. So yes, that could be a possible coordinate of the image because the scale factor doesn't have to, can be, is greater than 1 on that. So that one's good. Now we can do the next one. We know that our x-coordinate is 8. It's going to multiply by a scale factor. The new one we're checking is 16. So 16, and I'm just going to talk myself through it. 8 times some number is going to equal 16. Well, I know 8 times 2 is 16. So I know the scale factor is equal to 2. 2 is greater than 1. So let's make sure on this one that our scale factor is also 2. So the y factor on this, y coordinate on this is 8. So let's talk this through. 4 times s, some number, 4 times some number is equal to 8. Well, I know that 4 times 2 is 8, so I know the scale factor is also equal to 2. So since the scale factors are the same and it's greater than 1, that also can be coordinates. So let's check the next one. We know that the new x coordinate is 24. So 8 times some number equals 24. I know that 8 times 3 is 24. So I know that the scale factor is 3. If you aren't sure about it, you can always do 24 divided by 8. That gives us 3. So you know that the scale factor is 3 because 8 times 3 equals 24. So let's make sure that the new y coordinate has the same scale factor. This is 12. Again, 4 times some number equals 12. That some number is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So it's greater than 1 and it's the same scale factor. So yes, that one works. And that's how we would answer this question.